Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits. Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I am, of course, Luke Avdalovich. With me is Tommy Ball and Jared Waters. And today we have a repeat guest that we are very, very excited to have back on the pod with us. We have one of the newest members of the Philadelphia 76ers, Adem Bona, back with us today. Adem, thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
joining us, man. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you bringing me back again, man.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
And that
was only
first
right,
episode must
wasn't
have got some good reviews on the comment section. YouTube.
Congrats on that.
Man.
They said they recognize the name on the draft board. I don't know, something
Yeah,
like that.
come on.
But
flex,
yes,
light flex.
For anyone who, is living under a rock, doesn't watch the NBA, hasn't been paying attention to what's going on, our man Adem did get drafted this past year, most recently, and to the Sixers. And we are all very excited for him, and we don't want to, steal his thunder today on this episode, but we kind of wanted to tap back in with him, get kind of him to talk about the way that all went down, going back for a second year at UCLA, kind of the way it all unfolded to where we are now. So, Adem, if you got anything for us, I know Jared definitely probably has some stories to tell as well. But you can go ahead and take the floor, and we'll go from there.
No, it's been a journey, going back to college for my second year was pretty exciting because I was coming off a shoulder injury. So going back to college for my second year kind of like I kind of knew what I wanted to do after my college year. So went back, got my shoulder right, got back in the gym. We kind of had like a new squad my second year at UCLA. So it was kind of like a rocky start for us, but I knew what I wanted to do. So after the end of the college year, I jumped right into the gym, with Jared. I knew we had a goal like for the 6 weeks, like we were grinding every single day, it was a process. I was pretty excited for that for times like that because like it was like everyday grind, practice every day, morning, night, and there's like nothing else to do. So it was pretty exciting time. Kind of progress from college to like the draft process, then the combine, then obviously the draft. Like that's where we all dreamt of that moment, but getting there kind of gets nerve-wracking, like you don't know what's happening. So it was an exciting moment for me and my family, but I was pretty excited for that time, and yeah, my name called and it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, man, real calm. Just got his name called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Luke.
No, hear you.
Adem, obviously we spent a ton of time together, and it was like you said, it was a great part of it. There's nothing else like it. Obviously I've done this a few times before, but like there's just nothing can replace that. Like it's so fast paced, and it's like there's so many things going on and all that stuff. But like you kind of get lost in that grind, which is cool, and it's stressful at the same time. But what was I haven't asked you this yet. So what was the one thing that surprised you from the whole draft process? You could go even to pre-draft or whatever, but like what was the thing that surprised you that you weren't expecting the most?
Um, to be honest, I would say it's like how like tiring it could get, I was going to the draft process. I was pretty excited. I was like, I'm going to wake up every day, practice, sleep, do this, wake up the next day. But once like you get to week 3, you're like, damn, I've been doing the same thing for the past 3 weeks. Nothing is changing, like nothing is changing. Then you have to keep doing. You got to wake up the next day and keep doing the same thing. Like I wouldn't say that was a surprise or something like I wasn't expecting, but like the boredom kind of hit you quick.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
like if you give up to it, like that's where you're gonna get lost in it. But you gotta stay level-headed and continue doing it because at the end it's gonna pay off. But it's just like how repeated, like it's you doing the same thing over
It's
and
mundane. It's
over.
so boring. It's just, it gets boring. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's kind of the thing that was like I knew it was gonna come, but I didn't know it was gonna hit that hard.
Yeah,
So
Chipotle is the thing that kept you going.
Chipotle, man, that
He might single
pasta,
handedly kept the Boca
Chipotle.
Raton Chipotle in
yeah,
business.
It's crazy.
pasta.
They gotta get you a celebrity card.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Daytona
bro.
burrito card.
Swipes,
Yeah.
man. Like,
and I need that deal, man. And get the El Pastor, the double chicken. Need that
hey,
deal.
that El Pastor.
Yeah,
You got the
Man,
order
that
of
was
back of
that
his
was the
hand.
greatest thing that Chipotle ever did was come up with that El Pastor chicken, man.
that was
That's
fire.
their greatest invention.
Can you
Oh,
talk
go.
about during because this is kind of like right during that process, and like you're saying, it's the same thing over and over. Once you get into the pre-draft workouts, I think that's a part of the pre-draft process and kind of just like the NBA draft as itself that kind of the average viewer, someone that isn't very hip to how it all goes down, that's a process that, is brand new to a lot of people and especially for someone like you that I know was going from city to city, workout to workout. So can you kind of explain the way that went down? Just so like again, even for me last year, like I got one and it was like extremely eye opening. So I think it's a cool thing to touch on because it's part of the business that I don't think is very well known.
Yeah, I also I agree with you because like that's part of the thing like people don't talk about before the
Right.
draft. Like I'm gonna do a pre-draft, then I'm gonna get drafted, then we move on. Like people don't talk about like how many flights you gotta take,
Oof.
how many flight got canceled, how many flight I missed. Like there's a couple times I was driving to a different country. Like
Yeah.
there's like hard times like people don't talk about that, it's pretty difficult. Like I did 19 walkouts, so like I damn near almost flew.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Oh
2/3 of the
my
league.
gosh. Hey,
that was
19's
that
crazy.
was that was almost one third of the league. Like I had to like I saw almost every NBA team. I almost spoke with everyone. At this point, I feel like everyone knows my name in the league because like I was everywhere. Um, well, you keep doing. I'm saying 19, and it sounds crazy, but like you get to 10, you're like, oh, I've done 10. Like at least 10 people know my name. Like someone gonna pick me. I did 19 workouts. The team that picked me, I didn't work out for them. So
That's
like,
crazy.
so like people
Yeah.
like you can't take these things for granted. Like put your name out there. Like I know for sure, like I didn't work out for them, but the team that picked me, they probably heard about my workouts. Like you can't take none of these for granted. Those times also matters. Like every workout counts. I wouldn't say I was great at every workout, but I pulled my all out effort in every workout. So I think like like that process is also important. Like and also like you also have to you have to prepare yourself mentally because doing all those workouts is not easy. Like talking to almost every NBA team is not easy neither. Sometimes you kind of gets the same as they get old. Like I just answered this question 2 days ago. That's the same thing. It gets old real quick, but like you gotta stick to the process. You have to do
Yeah.
what you gotta do to like get through. So
Yeah.
I think the mental aspect kind of kicks in a little bit. So you just gotta be mentally tough too to like get through that whole thing. So
So that's what I was gonna say. Obviously, like I'm gonna be super biased, but like you are one of the most toughest mentally that of people that I know. And I feel like I don't know many people that could do 19 workouts in the amount of time that you did it. And it was like one of those things where it was like, we're planning 12 and then a team calls and it's like, okay, we're adding this team, adding this team, adding this team. Okay, now you're not going to this city. You're going to go to this city and then you're going to just go straight from there to here. Like there was at one point where it was like I think it was I'm going to get this wrong, but it was like Boston to LA to San Antonio to Minnesota in a week. It was like something like that. It was like crazy. It was
I
like
know
it's like the plan was just to go from go from Boston and then do an extra day in Minnesota and then do Minnesota's workout and then go back. But it was like, no, LA wants you to come and San Antonio wants you to come these days, so you gotta go.
it
And it's
kind
just
of got hectic a little bit. There was a time
yeah.
where I had to like fly. My flight had to get canceled.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Can you
Yeah.
tell the Toronto story? That is the one of the greatest stories I've ever heard.
Nah,
Like you have
that's
to tell the Toronto story.
nah. I think that's one of the funniest moments of my whole draft process. I know it's kind of pretty tough, but I embraced it, and I think I bodied it, so I kind of flex and like tell that story all the time.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to tell it one more
Buddy.
time for us. Yeah, you can tell it for us one more time.
So I had like a back-to-back workout, right? I was working out for Cleveland, And the next day, I had a Toronto workout. So I got done my workout with the Cavs. Then I was heading to the airport. My flight was at 8 p.m. I got to the airport a little bit early, right? Um, my flight got pushed back like an hour, but I have a connection flight from Cleveland to Detroit and Detroit to Toronto, right? So my flight got pushed back for an hour. So my Toronto flight from Detroit is kind of messed up already. So I was like hoping maybe like I'm gonna get off the flight and run quick into the other flight and catch up. Um, so we got on the plane, we about to take off. The plane wasn't turning on. Like we couldn't get the plane to turn on. We were sitting in there for an hour. Then they had to kick us all out of the plane. So we get out again. That was like an hour gone. So I'm already 2 hours behind my connection flight. And then I called my agent. I'm like, yo, like we're gonna have to cancel the Toronto walkout. He was like, nah, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure something out. I'm like, all right, sounds good. I was sitting in the airport, then he called me. It was like, we have two options. We drive from Cleveland to Toronto, which is gonna take 8 hours. And the time was already 10 p.m. already in Cleveland. I was like, we driving for 8 hours. My workout's at 9 a.m. the next day. What do you mean? Like, I'm gonna like I'm getting there in the morning before the workout. It was like, oh, we wait for another flight to Detroit, and we're gonna drive from Detroit to Toronto for 4.5 hours. I was like, oh, I'm taking 4.5 hours. I ain't driving 8 hours. So we flew to Detroit. It was 12 a.m. We drove from the airport to the hotel at 5 a.m. I got to Toronto. I had a visa appointment that same morning at 7.
Oh God.
So I had to sleep. So I slept for an hour, woke up, woke up an hour later, went to my visa appointment. It got done at 8:15. I drove to the facility. I walked out for Toronto. I went back, got my visa, I flew out the next day. So like I had to work out in 48 hours with only like 2 hours sleep. Yeah,
The
that was
crazy, so the two crazier parts of that is one for people that, because I think it's gonna go over people's head, and I want to make sure people understand. You had to do the visa appointment to be able to get back into America. It wasn't like, oh, this is like, hey, I'm just doing this while I'm here. It's like, no, you're going to Canada and your passport is still like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff going on because
yeah.
you're international. So it's like, no, you have to actually do this appointment or you will get stuck in Canada.
Yeah, if I didn't get my appointment done, I wasn't doing the rest of my workouts. I'm stuck
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Like
Stuck in Canada. Like
I
literally
had,
can you did not have a choice to
I
do
had
that.
no choice. I was gonna willingly miss the workouts just to get my visa appointment.
Yeah, because then you would have been stuck there. And then the
I was,
craziest part about this, I don't know if I told you this, Adem, but now that we're here, yo, like an hour after your workout ended, your agent calls me and he's like, dude, he's like, Toronto said this guy just had the best workout that they've had the entire draft process.
One
Yeah,
hour
that
of
guy,
sleep.
yeah, that guy's a crackhead. That's why.
That's us.
Yeah, but no, that
That's
story
kind of funny how it works like that. Like
and
I was gonna
and the
say, you
other
probably had the best workout ever off one
yeah.
hour of sleep.
And the other funny part is that me and Adem ran into one of the assistant coaches from the Raptors when we were in Vegas for summer league, and he had no idea any of that stuff happened.
yeah.
And so he's like, "Bro, what? You did that on 1 hour of sleep?"
Yeah, just couple of the I think couple of like their front office guys knew what was going on. Some other guys had no idea. They thought I showed up late to the workout, but I was just running from the visa appointment to the workout.
Like, yeah, this guy, we knocked on his door 10 times already. I don't know.
Yeah, no one's answering.
Oh, that's wild.
Uh,
That is wild.
So like fast forward now, damn. Obviously, let's get like obviously the big day, draft day. Um, Obviously this year was the first year the draft was 2 days. That was a new experience for me, and obviously a new experience for you. But I want to kind of focus on for people that did watch the draft or do know, you did have some family that was there, and what kind of did that mean to you, and who was that, and who was there, and like I know that's like a big family's a big thing for you. So kind of explain how that part of the process worked out and like how happy you were on that stuff.
No, it was pretty amazing, like you said, family is like pretty big to me. I like me and my family, we go together on everything, right? Um, but unfortunately for the draft, I couldn't get my family in the country. So I had my mom couldn't make it all the way from Turkey. She's living in Izmir. She couldn't make it because of the visa issues. But I have my aunt, my mom's younger sister who lived in Canada. She was the one next to me on the draft table on the draft night, um, which was big for me, at least to have someone from my family there with me. I think that was also pretty important for my family there too, because they wanted to share like that moment with me, and it was pretty exciting. I couldn't tell what I was feeling. There was a lot of feelings going through my head, my body at that same moment. Like I was nervous, I was excited, I was like, what's going on? Like, where am I going? Who's gonna come? When are they gonna call my name and all this stuff? Um, just pretty exciting. I loved every moment of it. We dreamt of moments like this, like getting our name called and walking up there and shaking the hand of the commissioner. Pouring the hat on. I was glad I was able to do that. Even though it was a 2 days experience, like the like the 2 days experience kind of gives a lot of nervousness. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't even know where you're gonna stay or where you're gonna be at before the draft. But I was pretty glad I was able to share that moment with my family. Um, I had a lot of family there with me, and I was glad they were there to to see me achieve my goal. Um, so it was a good feeling in general for me.
Yeah. No, I just remember your aunt and your uncle were just so appreciative, and obviously it was not a joke, but if you ever meet Adem's cousins, they are the most well-behaved kids in the entire world. There's
Yeah,
not a kid that is more well-behaved than Adem's cousins. His aunt and uncle do an amazing job because that was nuts. That was literally what everybody said the entire time. Everybody from the entire agency down. It's like, yeah, those are the most well-behaved kids we've ever seen in our whole lives.
It's a good flex to have.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's
hey,
pretty
front
awesome.
office suite, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some work coming up. I don't know.
But no, they were, and I think like I just remember like I remember me personally being there is like I just remember how happy they were because Adem, you can correct me if I'm wrong, like they're not like super deep in the how the basketball world works, right? So it's like, and a lot of that stuff probably like the stressors and all the moving pieces, like they're just so green to it that like they just saw that a damn guy's name called and like it was the greatest thing in the world that happened, and it like had nothing to do with the number or the money or any of that stuff. And like that's kind of what I feel like I want to harp on is like what you're saying is like no one goes into like no one chases this dream thinking like, oh, I need to be this number, I need to be this number, I need to make this much money. It's like, bro, I just want to get my name called. That's like that, and like that was, and you ended up in a great spot. But I just thought it was cool for them to see that and be there and experience it, with not having all that, I guess, things clouding their mind, I guess is the
yeah,
way I would say it.
yeah. I would say that's kind of how you get like genuine support. Like where they
Yeah.
don't they don't like really like expect or like look forward to something. Like they just support me because they know I'm doing something I like or something
Yeah.
you know. So just hearing my name get called, them like understanding that this is gonna make me happy, they're happy for me.
Yeah. No, that
That's
was sick. No, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's how I see it, like genuine support. And like I believe like most, or I would say almost everyone that was there for me that day was genuinely there to support me, and that felt good.
Yeah. No, that was amazing.
It's a testament to you, man. Testament to the type of person
For
you are,
real.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick question before, I mean, since we're talking about the way the draft went down and, we have Jared here, I would like to get your take. Who was more stressed during the draft, you or Jared?
To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. So the draft day, I was stressed, but I was trying to keep it cool. Obviously my girlfriend was next to me. She was like looking at me, telling me like I'm stressed, but I was stressed, but I was saying, bro, I'm not stressed. Like, don't quit saying that to me, bro. I'm not stressed, bro.
Chill out.
Like, bro, like, leave me alone, bro. I'm not stressed, you know. But deep down, I was like, damn, bro, what's happening? I look back, I see Jared walking back and forth with his
Yeah,
phone.
see,
I'm like,
Yeah, there it
I'm
is.
like,
There
all
it
right,
is.
it ain't just me. It ain't just me.
oh man,
I see Jared
he was
walking back
stressing.
and
I
forth.
know he was stressing.
Jared's
Yeah,
a
bro.
pacing.
Like I said, yeah. No.
Well, I'm knowing that night's sleep after day one was just the worst. Like, talk about that, Adem. Because obviously the daybreak, it's new, but like you never experienced anything like that. What was that night like?
Nah, it was actually really tough because like I feel like it's the people around me that could explain that better because I was just silent. I wasn't talking to no one because like that it just leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like you're watching a movie and
Right.
you stop
Yeah,
out of the movie. I'm like, bro, like can we just finish this movie, bro?
Yeah.
Like
that's a good way to put it, actually.
Nah,
Can we?
that's actually the great way to put it.
that's
That's
a
yeah, there's no
cliffhanger.
other
I'm
way.
just
Yeah.
like, I don't even know what to do, what to expect. I'm like, are we celebrate? Like, we can't celebrate. Like, this shit ain't over yet. So, like,
Yeah.
I just got back home, went straight to bed. I didn't talk much. I didn't just
Yeah.
went to bed. Like, cause like that, the feeling like it's not right, you know. Like
Yeah,
you know, there's another day, but like day one just went by. But
Right.
but
Yeah.
but also knowing that like there's another day just kind of gives you hope that you know like there's another chance to get your name called. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
No.
cliffhanger thing just kind of gets you weak a little bit. So
I hope they never do that again.
yeah, I hope they
No.
change that.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
is
Yeah.
well, that's the thing we were talking about is like I know I talked to Luke and Tom about it, is like the most annoying thing about it, like, because we're talking about this cliffhanger, like any other normal draft here, 15 minutes later, it's all over.
Yeah.
Like you wait 15 minutes and it's all over. Cause like now it's 2 minutes per pick and everybody's just like boom, 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 boom. And then like gets through and then like you're good and you're fine and you can still do your plan, like the same stuff. Cause I remember that was the funny part about it was like we had everything planned for the first night and had like a game plan for the first night. It's like, okay, like this is what we're gonna do. And then things didn't go as planned, and then like things and obviously worked out amazing. And Adem's in a great organization, and we're super excited. But then like after it happened, and like we all got together and we took the pictures and we did all that. And as we looked around, I remember was like, all right, what are we gonna do now? Like we don't have anything planned. So they're like, all right, we'll just go back to the office. And we got like had a party there and then did some other
yeah.
stuff. And it was but it was funny because it's like, okay, so now we can do everything we planned on doing yesterday. But
Right.
yeah, it's no, it was it's definitely yeah.
It was weird.
I hope they don't do it again. Because you
it's
feel
not fair to
for the
players.
players. Yeah, you
And
feel for the players,
yeah.
man. You feel for
And
the
what did they
players.
do? They did it like 3 o'clock Eastern. Like, wasn't it
It
a
was
random
random.
time too?
Just
4
middle of the
p.m.
day.
Eastern.
Like, what is
Yeah.
that? Why? What?
Yeah.
Well, and then
Terrible, man.
we'll
Just
tell you. I'll
terrible.
tell you. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you. So, Dem, you can cut me off here at any time. But we didn't even know. Like they obviously invited us to the ESPN studios. We didn't know until 11:30 a.m. that day if we were gonna go or not.
Yeah.
Like we had to be there at 1:30 p.m. and they're like told us at 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, it was kind of tough because like I kind of I spoke with my agent like the night after the first day, right? And he was like, there's a huge chance that you're gonna be invited to the ESPN studio. So I kind of had it in mind, but like it wasn't 100% set, right? So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get ready for the day and just like wait if I get invited or not. And I think he kind of hit me in the morning and it was like, you're gonna be going to the ESPN studio. So I had to like kind of like get ready that same morning for the draft for the day too. So,
Yeah.
but it was kind of tough. I think they can be better with it. Like if they're gonna do that again, they should be better with like give out like invitation the same night. So like guys like have time to get ready and like, you can't just give the person notification in the morning and like, yo, hurry up in the morning, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was it was literally like I was at the spot and it was like I don't know if we're going, and then an hour later it's like, okay, we're going.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so I
Gotta be
gotta do
ready.
all, yeah, and you gotta be there at this time so that you can get up and get clearance. And do all that. So, the other question I had, Adem, is once you went through the draft process and got drafted, all that stuff. Obviously, the next day you went to the press conference, and we've had Jace on the pod. We're waiting for Jared to get here on the pod, but you did compete against Jared in high school, so like it's crazy how that worked out. That you guys are in the same draft class on the same team, and like you guys played against each other in high school, like and played on the same AU team for a short period of time, like how does that make you feel? Like how that's all worked out and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
going to the press conference, seeing Jared, seeing like, you know what I mean, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy because like we've crossed paths like a couple of times before now, right? Like we played for the same AAU team, but just different age group. And like I played against him in high school, in Vegas. Um, it was really good to like meet him like in person, like get to know who he is, like not just like the dude I play against all the time now, you know. Also kind of I think he's like a really good person with a really good personality, right? You can tell because like you can see most of his personality on his TikTok, but he actually does have like a really good personality. And meeting him it was amazing, like getting to meet your new teammates for the first time, and like also his style of play. I think like kind of like my style of play kind of complement his and his complement mine. So like I was pretty excited to like meeting him and like get on the call with him. And I think we're gonna do amazing things together, So
Yeah, on TikTok too, though, right? I saw you. Justin beat you to it to be the
Whoa.
first one, so it's like first one on Jared's TikTok. So like,
Justin actually does TikTok too, so that don't count. We have to
oh okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're getting insider
TikTok.
info
So
here.
Yeah, this is
I'm I'm
good.
I'm gonna get there soon. I'm gonna get
Okay,
there.
Adem, I got one more question for you before we get into our starting five here. We're gonna W the international basketball savant right now. So this will come out after it happens. So is Wemby gonna get the job done, pull off the Thanos and take down the Avengers, or is USA gonna take the gold?
I would probably say the team that could probably do it was Serbia, and they lost today, and like USA pulled out the dub. So I don't think Wemby's pulling that off though.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know
Okay.
we all saw LeBron went to beast mode, bro. For those
that's not what happened. Steph had 36. Let's
Steph,
what
let's
you
get it
mean? I
right.
know you're gonna, I
Let's
know
get it
you're gonna
right.
say some, but like you're not gonna talk about LeBron having triple double, bro.
36. We gotta talk about 36.
Hey, but like
36.
I
36.
think
Adem.
I think they both
Who hit
contributed very much.
who hit the leading bucket? Who put them ahead?
Oh
Who
my
put them ahead?
God, we're not.
I,
That's not what
I,
this is about,
Think
oh,
Steph had the
man.
three. LeBron had the nice fillet
Why
in
can't they both have?
transition,
Why can't they both
and
have
then
Cause
equal
KD,
don't do that.
contributions?
Don't act like he
and then
did.
KD
He
hit the
had to turn
dagger.
into whatever.
I didn't. Okay.
Steph was
Anyways,
carrying.
that's not why I asked the question. But yes. We're gonna get
He
into our
was
starting five
carrying.
now.
I second that though. Well done,
Anyways,
Jared. Well said. Well said.
we're gonna get into our starting five. So with Adem here, obviously Adem, made a name for himself over in Westwood at UCLA. So we're gonna do our starting five UCLA all-time edition here.
Oh,
I haven't
here we
posted yet.
go.
So
Here
Dem,
we
do you want to pick
go.
the draft order or it's up to
You
you,
pick,
man.
yeah, Adem, you can pick the draft order. Let's let him do it.
so like who goes first or
Who
like
goes first,
Yeah,
second,
the
third, and
order that we
fourth?
pick.
Yeah, order that we pick.
so based on my camera, like we have Luke first over here and he got me second, and then we got you 4J, and we're gonna have Tommy go third. So
Let's
one.
do
This is
it.
perfect. I love
Let's
this.
do it.
All right.
My mock
Hey,
drafts for this have been really set me up in the fourth position. So
you don't mock like I do.
You've been mocking this, Jared.
But wait, before we go though, we got to clarify though. Are we doing like UCLA, like their career at UCLA, or we're
no,
doing the
anybody that played at
basketball?
UCLA.
No,
No,
Not
no,
he's
the
saying,
like
but
we're
like
doing their college career or like their NBA career too.
that's up to you.
That's
You're
your
the
call.
GM, so
You're
you
building
can
a
you
team.
can you can base it however you want to.
And
So
Adem, I don't think we did this last time we did this. Well, let's go any position. Let's go position.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
don't have
yeah,
to go point guard, shooting guard, small forward. You can pick
and
best available.
yeah.
so
Like a true draft
Yeah,
form.
true draft. So if you want to pick a power forward, if you want to pick a shooting guard, you just can't do your walk on first. Your walk on needs to be last.
so let's
All right, so I got first, right? Here we go. This is an easy pick, I think.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, it kind of depends on, your interpretation of it. I'm going to take Luau Sindor, though. I'm going to take Kareem at my center, first overall pick. I think that's the obvious 1-1 here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
That's debatable. I'll probably gonna go Reggie. I'll probably take Reggie Miller too.
Okay.
Putting
Yeah,
him at the shooting guard.
yeah, put him at the shooting guard. I thought
Ooh.
we're not doing position, or we just taking the best
No,
player.
no, but like you have to put him in a position. We're saying you just don't have to go
I-
point guard first. I think last time we did this,
Yeah.
last time you were on here, we were going point guard first, shooting guard second. Now you can just pick any position, but you still have to put him in a position.
All right, sounds good. Then I'm gonna take Reg, put him at the
Yep.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
UCLA is in the Conference of Champions. So I'm going to
Okay.
take Bill Walton at the center.
That's
Bill
a
Walton's
good
gonna be
pick.
my
I think
center.
that's a good pick.
Yeah. I love that pick. That's a good pick.
That's a really
Peace,
good pick.
Bill. Rest in peace, Bill.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big Adem Bona. I'm surprised Bona didn't go there. That's actually I was super surprised.
Yeah, Bill was my dude though.
Yeah, Phil was.
He's
He
ball.
loved it. He loved Adem.
Yeah.
All he did every game talk about this guy. All right, so this was an easy. This is what I'm saying. This is where the mocks came into play. At my power forward, give me Kevin Love. Yeah, at power forward, and then just because I have a strong feeling that this guy's going to be a fan favorite, a sleeper pick, and he won't get back to me. At my shooting guard, give me Baron Davis.
Damn,
pick. Really
Jared.
good
Come
pick.
on, bro.
Baron, come on, man. I'm smart. Tom, I told you I mocked, bro. I've been
You
mocking
mocked.
since
That's
7:30.
respect. That's respect, bro. That's
Yeah.
respect. Okay.
At this time.
Yeah. All right. Small forward. I'm gonna select small forward here. Give me another legend. Give me Kiki Vandeweghe here.
Yep.
Kiki Vandeweghe
good
at the
pick.
3.
Really good pick. Really good pick.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn in between 2. I'll go Russ. I'll go Russell Westbrook.
What position? You put him at the point?
Yeah, I'm putting him at the 1.
Okay.
Putting him at the
Second.
1.
Second.
I've met him in person, so I think he's a pretty cool person and also an amazing player. So yeah, I'm gonna put him at my 1.
So an elite backcourt.
Yeah, man.
It is.
Elite
All right.
backcourt.
It's a very good back.
I think I'm gonna okay. So I got 2 picks here. This is tough, actually. This is tough. Okay, I'm gonna stretch the floor a little bit here. This might be a bad pick. That's fine. I think college basketball is more played with a stretch 4 now. You put your 5 in the middle to make plays. So we got Kareem down there. I'm gonna put Jason Capono at the 4.
Oh God, at the 4?
Yeah, at the 4. He's
man.
he's got some. He's
big. He's 6. Yeah, he's 6'8".
We're talking
yeah.
college basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
can stretch
big.
the
No,
floor as a
he could
4.
play the 4. That's
I mean,
probably
the
better
guy
for him defensively, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. Not gonna ask him to do too much. Just space the floor, get ready to shoot, man. So we'll take Capono at the 4, and then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna take Aaron Aflalo at my small forward.
Good.
I'm gonna take Aaron Aflalo at my small
God, that's
forward.
painful. What a
Good
pick.
pick.
Good
It's
pick.
really,
God.
That's a Kings legend.
Really good pick. It's a
Hey,
really
that's
good
okay. Kings legend.
pick. This is a UCLA. This is a UCLA
Oh my
draft, not a
God.
Kings
I
draft.
had to say it.
All right, Dan, what you got, man? We're not turning. That's not what this is. If we're not
I
gonna
love
talk
it,
Warriors
bro.
talk, we're not talking Kings
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. This dude, Bill Walton tells me about this dude all the time. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I don't know why, but I'll probably go Jamal Wiggs.
That's a good pick.
He's always telling me Wiggs. I
good
don't know
pick.
why, but yeah, I'm gonna go with him at the 3.
This is
Okay.
Danny Ainge is his director of basketball ops, and Danny Ainge is like, hey, just pick this guy. They've never watched any film. Just
Bill
pick
Walton,
this.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the guy to go.
Yeah.
So we need him. We need him. We need
Says
him.
he's good. He's gold plated.
I like that. All right, I've got my center and I've got my small forward. Let's get the point guard out there to direct traffic. And this guy was electrifying. 1 year at UCLA, and he had it jumping. Incredible player there. Give me ZO2, Lonzo Ball at point guard. Lonzo at the helm.
Yep. Okay.
Man,
Okay.
this is working out great for me right now.
I mean, yeah.
This is just working out. Okay. At point guard, I just want a lot of chemistry on my team, and I want guys that really been through the mud together, made a couple Final Fours, and I just can't put Kev without, putting Jordan Farmar out there, man.
God.
Mm.
I thought
Jordan
I could
Farmar at
wait.
my
I thought I
point
could
guard.
wait.
Come on, man. I told you I've been mocking. Jordan Farmar, that's an elite backcourt. I'm just letting
No,
you
that's
know right
good.
there.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so I got Jordan Farmar at my point guard. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I do have, I was prepared for this. Like I said, mock's been going. I think I'm gonna have to go at small forward. I'm gonna go Marquez Johnson.
Nice.
Won the final championship with Wooden, and I think he was the first overall pick in the draft. And he was actually, this is good knowledge for you, Adem, to learn because you're young, is that he was the first person to win the Wooden Award, Player of the Year.
There you go.
Oh,
Really?
He won the first Wooden Award. Yes, Player of the Year. I think it was 77. I looked it up, I think. So yeah,
wow.
Marquez Johnson. Bucks
Okay,
legend.
Jared.
He does. I'm surprised that you don't. Well, I don't know. Dem, you might not listen to the games. Marquez Johnson does the Bucks games now. He's the color commentator of the Bucks
Yeah,
because
so
he played for the Bucks.
yeah, I just watch them games. I don't
Yeah,
talk.
you know, yeah, exactly. Come on, man. You're young.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will. Shooting guard and power forward. All right. I'm gonna bolster the backcourt here. Solidify the backcourt. Lonzo is a great defender. We're gonna pair another great defender, another glue guy right with him. Let's go Drew Holiday here. He's been playing a lot of off the
That's
ball for
nice,
Team
yeah.
USA. I'm gonna
That's
go
nice.
Drew Holiday at the 2.
Nice.
Lonzo
Nice.
and Drew, that's gonna be causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, a lot of passing lanes issues.
Yes. Yes.
For my fourth pick, I'll probably go with the dude that helped won our most recent championship, Orbanon. Go
Oh,
up the 4.
jeez.
I like
Nice
that.
pick.
Yeah.
Like that. That's a good pick.
Hey man, my team low-key looking stacked out here, man.
Yeah. All right, guy. Yeah. Just gonna have to make a jump shot. We're playing zone.
Oh, we got Reggie. We ain't worried about that.
Yeah, Reggie.
They do have Reggie.
Yeah, that's it. That's one person. They just chase him around. We'll send 2 there and leave Russ by himself.
All right. I wasn't expecting the cars to fly off like this. Okay.
Oh, there's so
We're
many
gonna-
good ones.
There's a
Yeah,
lot. There's
no,
a lot
no,
left. There's a good lot.
I mean, come on, like
At
point guard.
relax.
He gets so mad.
Yeah, relax.
I got Gail Goodrich at point guard.
There you go. That's a
And we're gonna
historian
keep it.
pick
We're gonna
right
go
there.
small. We're gonna go small again. I think college. You're gonna need multiple ball handlers. You're gonna need multiple people who can make plays. I'm gonna put Darren Collison at the 2.
Yeah.
There you
great
go.
pick.
That's nice. That's a good
Real
pick.
bucket,
I
bucket
like-
getter.
Yeah, I like. Well, and we trust him. We trust him to set up the offense if we need. Like we're not gonna be left on an island out there.
He makes plays on and off the court. He's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit. I think all the bigs are gone. The only big I know, and I would put on my 5. He probably plays the 4. I'll probably play Lokumba Mute at the 5.
Ah, that's a good
That's a
pick.
really good
That's
pick.
a good pick.
Wow.
What a UCLA legend, man.
Great
I
pick.
know. So I've most of the guys I put here on my team is like guys I know personally. Apart from
Oh, so you're all about giving out favors. That's
Okay.
what this is.
and Jamal Wicks was from the side, But I know Luke personally, spoken with him, great person. So
Yeah,
Good
he
pick.
was a hell of a
Good
player,
pick.
man.
All right, I need my power forward here. Bigs. Yeah. All right. Adem asked if we want the NBA version, the UCLA version, we get to choose. And Luke talked about needing a stretch 4. If you guys watched his tape at UCLA, this guy was a stretch 4. They actually called him the next Kevin Durant back in the day. Give me Kevon Looney.
Oh my
Give me
god.
Looney Tunes. Kevon Looney as my 4.
If you watch his college film, it looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
If you
He's not the
if you
same
watch
player.
it side to side with this NBA film, it's just like it's not the same player.
Kevon Looney pre-hip surgeries.
Yeah.
Warriors legend.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. All right, so I have one more, right, Luke, and then walk on.
Walk on, yeah.
All right, man. Well, I have a lot of firepower. I have a lot of continuity. I need someone that's just gonna do all the dirty work and someone that's just gonna make shit happen, man. That's it. And again, we know I'm biased, so I'm gonna take the reigning Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, the last Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year to ever exist. Give me Adem Bona, number 3
Nice.
at the
Nice.
center.
Yeah.
I was trying to put myself in the walk on, but it's all good.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, man, you're not a
Waiting
walk
for
on.
that.
You're not a walk on. That was like a shout out to Jack or what? Shout out Jack, man.
Shout out to Jack's side.
All right, now this is my walk on. I'm probably gonna catch a flag here, but I'm gonna try to make it rock. There would be no UCLA without
I knew
this
you were
man.
gonna do this. I knew
Yes,
you were
of
gonna do
course
this.
I was.
That's
John
not like
Wooden.
that's
John
like
Wooden.
I
at
mean
the
that's
walk-on.
cool, but like
Come on, man. How can you not do that?
it's predictable.
Okay, but I knew he was going to be there, and I knew that it was going to be playable. So thank you, mock again.
Whatever. I mean, it's
John Wooden as my
but
walk-on. He looks like a walk-on, but definitely not a true walk-on. He's the man.
that's-
You gotta
like,
get
that's
you gotta give the
cool.
man his flowers, man. Come on.
When was I disrespecting John Wooden? I just said we knew you were gonna take that. Like that's
Yeah, resident
nothing
old
against
head. You
him.
know that.
That's
Oh,
just
so it's
nothing
just
to do with
against me.
resident old head. Yeah,
Just
it was
has to
just
go-
like
yeah,
it was a
alright.
predictable pick. You're predictable.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Fine.
just like we predicted, Steph was gonna go crazy, win the game.
Yep.
We're not
Right there.
talking about that.
Yes,
Damn,
sir.
walk
Yes,
on.
sir, Jared. Whoa. It's me.
My
Right?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk on. This guy's a dog, man. He's the reason he's a walk on. Another reason he's the walk on is, in the world of college basketball now, doing 4 years at a school is not heard of very often, and doing 4 years and then becoming a really productive NBA player isn't seen very often. So I'm going Jaime Jaquez here. Jaime Jaquez, the walk on.
Great
It's a good pick.
Great pick.
Good take.
I'm probably gonna go with obviously this person's not a walk on. Obviously, I also have a relationship with this person too, so it's gonna be off. You guys are probably not expecting this name. I'm gonna go with Rico Hines, who is currently my coach of the Sixers right now. So I'm Rico.
Yeah, he's playing the politic game right now.
That's a really good pick. That's a respectable
very
GM decision right there.
Very smart choice.
That's
I like the
respectable.
way
I'm
you're running
gonna
things
show him this clip. We're gonna clip this. I'm gonna show it to him.
Yeah.
Then he's
I
gonna
like
get
that.
mad at you for calling him a walk on.
I said he's not a walk on.
Yeah, he did preface
for
that.
now.
No, I'm not gonna clip that part. I'm gonna just tell him as my walk on pick, Rico Hines.
All right. This is good. My walk-on pick. My walk-on pick is someone that Tommy was talking about how UCLA when Lonzo was there had them jumping. Someone had to make the shots that he was passing. I got Bryce Alford. This guy was a flamethrower. This guy
really
was
good
an
pick.
absolute
Really good pick.
flamethrower, and he was exciting to watch, bro. And
I
like,
think he led the
for-
team in scoring with like 3 first-round picks on his team, right?
Bro, probably. I mean,
It was
Lonzo was
tough,
passing to
bro.
someone, and he was
he was
making
flaming them.
toughies.
That was a fun
So-
team. That was a
Yeah, they
fun
were excited
team.
to watch. So I
Talk about nepotism.
I mean, hey, it worked out though. The guy
Burner,
can
though.
No,
shoot.
he was good.
Burner,
I'm just
though.
talking trash.
A
He was good.
G League legend as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that worked out pretty well, fellas. That was a good draft right
Good
there.
picks. Good picks,
Yeah,
guys.
we had
No,
some great
good.
picks.
That was well done.
Do you want to run the teams back here, Luke?
I didn't write them all down. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
That's fine.
Uh,
It's late.
it's late.
That's
you
fair,
know,
that's fair, that's
big,
fair.
Big day on the links tomorrow. Big day on the links for
Right.
and Adem, I know this isn't gonna make a lot of sense to you, but I definitely don't play as slow as Patrick Kenneally. And I
That's
won't be
not
winning any FedEx Cup soon.
How'd you pronounce his last name? Can we run that back real quick?
I said Kenneally.
Canale.
I thought you said Cantaloupe, like
I heard
cantaloupe.
no, I
I
said-
heard Canale.
I definitely won't play as slow as Patrick Cantlay.
Thank you.
And I won't be winning any FedEx Cups soon. But with my 50 chips a night, I'm going to keep putting 4s on the scoreboard with all my Bruin might.
Nice.
Mm,
That man.
I like that.
Come on, man.
I
Oh, he
love
said he
it. Well
liked it.
done.
There you go,
Well
man.
Man,
done.
that's because he's all about the force.
Mm-hmm. Forza.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
Forza.
before we get on out of here, Adem, I don't know how many Philadelphia 76er fans we have listening, but what are you most excited about heading to Philly, or what can the fans look forward to? What are they going to get out of Adem Bona?
To be honest, you kind of said it. I'm pretty excited to like play in front of the fans. I know like they have like fans with like bunch of energy. Like it's always electric in the gym whenever they're playing. You know me, I'm all about the energy. So like I'm pretty
Yep.
excited to play in front of them. Like just feed off each other, like feed off the fans, and I'm gonna bring in the energy too. So I'm pretty excited to play my first game there. Get to know the city. Um, fall in love with the city for sure. I bring the energy all the time.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving all our effort. So I'm pretty excited to play
Yeah.
today. Yeah, yeah.
They got a preview. They got a preview of the many poster dunks to come in the summer league. So let's
Mhm.
do it, man. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Appreciate you, Adem. Thanks for jumping on again, man. We always love our repeat guests, so this is awesome. Thanks for jumping on, man.
Yes, sir.
And
For having me, man.
as always, these are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.